वही वाला कहानी हो गया कि मतलब 25 मिनट चुगली करके बोल
The
ना।
there were a few more mistakes that I don't think I noticed here, because you see, there was another. He wrote wish. Wish is a singular countable noun. Okay, and you can't use it just like that. I've told you already. Singular countable nouns cannot be used in English alone. That's why we have determiners. Why do we have determiners? Tell me. We have determiners because singular countable nouns cannot be used alone. So we must put some sort of determiner. A determiner could be an article. A determiner could be a possessive adjective. A determiner could be a demonstrative adjective. This, that, these, those, stuff, this, that. Take these two only, because these, those will be used with plural. So we have determiners so that we can use them with singular countable nouns. Basic. You can't say wish like this. Say a wish like this. You can't say pen like this is my favorite. You can't say pen like this is my favorite. What will you say? A pen like this is my favorite. I hope you understand. You can't say pen is tarah ka kalam mera favorite hai. Pen like this is my favorite. No, a pen like this, a pen. You have to say a, because pen is a singular countable noun. You can't use it alone. These are basic things, guys. Okay, what are we studying here?
Page number 66 in the main book.
66. I am work in progress. I always say, like I will say that if you guys meet me a couple of years from now, if my faculties don't start going down, then I would be a better teacher and I would know more English as well. Because I don't think I'm forgetting things that I know. If I forget a word or two because of some reason, sometimes it's another thing. But overall, my understanding will only grow. I will know something that I didn't know before, because that's the kind of lifestyle I live. Lifestyle I have. That's the kind of life I live. That I will get better only. So I'm work in progress, and this guy, this is flamboyance of youth. He's a young guy. He's calling himself the best. Mm. Good for him. So page number
66.
Here, in the main book.
Yeah, in the main book.
No homework in the practice book.
We have to.
Did we finish 6.14 yesterday? No, we didn't. Let's. I knew very well what I was doing was not politically correct, okay, but I did it. The good thing is I'm not gonna put it online. I can be with you, I can be myself with you guys, right? I felt annoyed, that you are making so many silly errors in your writing and you're calling yourself the best. Go, please improve yourself. That's the feeling I have. If I got a chance to talk to him, this is what I'm gonna say, that listen, we guys are Indians. We have to work really, really hard to improve our English understanding. Just because you are better than some other people, don't start to think that you are the best or something. This is why I like this quote Mahatma Gandhi perhaps said. I'm not using his words, so I shouldn't be calling it a quote. Something Mahatma Gandhi said, that when you feel overconfident about whatever you have, look at those who are better than you. And when you feel frustrated that you don't have anything, look at those who are worse than you. It will put your emotions in place. And this is exactly what I do. I always have people with me, those who speak English as their native language, as their first language. I look at them, I see the way they use English, okay? And I know that I have a lot to achieve. I know I will never get there. I know that as well. I will never get there. I'm never gonna be a native speaker of English. I can't change who I am, but still, I can definitely get better and better and better. Yeah. Yeah. You can still go to London and survive there. It's not a big deal. There are people in London who do not know as much English as you do. Okay, people. 6.14. I have shared the audio. Yes. Now I'm playing the audio file with you. For you, actually. 6.14.
6.14. Talking to Grandma.
So, Grandma, your parents came from the Orkney Islands, is that right?
Yes. My mother was called Jane. She grew up there and she got married when she was only 17.
And you were her 9th child, weren't you?
Yes, and I was the only one born in England. Life was really hard for my mother. You see, my father died when I was only 3.
Oh, I didn't know you were that young when it happened. That's awful.
Well, it means I can't really remember him at all.
So, what did your mother do?
She worked as a cleaner and a dressmaker.
Wow, her life wasn't easy then, was it? She had 2 jobs and all those children. That's...
Oh, yes, she was an amazing lady. My 2 eldest brothers, Peter and William, they got work in the shipyards.
She was an amazing lady, right? Of course, raising 9 children on her own, okay, was not very easy. It's never easy for any woman in any part of the world. What happened? Oh, the audio stopped. I have to play it again. Okay.
6.14. Talking to Grandma.
do?
She worked as a cleaner and a dressmaker.
Wow, her life wasn't easy then, was it? She had...
Life wasn't easy then, was it? Now, when he has already listened to his grandma, he knows a little bit. He has some ideas, okay, that his grandmother's mom's life wasn't easy. But he is still saying this way, her life wasn't easy, was it? Her life wasn't easy, was it? So which is his statement? First part. Her life wasn't easy. So when you speak English, sometimes you express your ideas, your opinions in a conversation, and you add the tag, not because you're asking a question or anything. It's just you do that to be polite so that you can invite other people to talk about it. For example, you meet somebody in the morning and you say, the weather is beautiful, isn't it? Okay, so you expressed your idea that the weather is beautiful and you added that tag, isn't it? You invited the other person to say something on the same topic. So it's very common, very common. Question tags are very, very common. But you guys will not start using them until you hear some people use question tags a lot. Because I know that what you speak is not your knowledge. What you speak is your habit. There are 4 or 5 words to express a similar idea, but you're more, used to a certain word because that becomes your habit. You know 4 or 5 other synonyms, but you don't use them as often as a particular one because it is your habit to use this word. So you speak because of your habit, not because of your knowledge alone.
2 jobs and all those children.
Oh, yeah, you have a question?
We cannot use like it is done not possible.
I am going to raise the charge for the pre-intermediate course.
Yes. Okay.
And the timing as well. Because I realize that in pre-intermediate, people ask more questions. You guys have noticed that? We talk about so many things which are not actually part of the syllabus. Your question is whether it is okay to say the most perfect.
Most and perfect both at a time.
Very good. Okay. It's unnecessary to use the most.
Yes.
Okay. Because what is perfect cannot be improved upon.
Yes.
What is perfect cannot be improved upon. Perfection is an idea, is an abstract idea, which means no improvement needed. Perfection, okay? Perfect, adjective. So something is perfect, but still people do use the most perfect to just emphasize it, but it is unnecessary.
I was just clicking on a video
Uh-huh.
and been there, and she said she was a girl.
means a woman like,
Yeah.
and she said, I don't say my product is the most perfect. Then I stop the video. काहे लगा रहे हो most the perfect.
Okay.
I said to
You
myself,
must understand that language is not what should be, what how it should be. Language the people use, the form of the language people use is not always how it should be spoken.
yes,
All right. Sometimes your emotions don't want to follow those rules. For example, the most perfect. We all understand what perfect is, but we want to emphasize that and we say the most perfect.
Mm.
Grammatically speaking, it is wrong. The most is superfluous.
yeah,
Superfluous.
superfluous.
Okay. But people will do that.
So will native will also use that?
Yes, yes, they
Then-
can.
Then I have no
They can.
problems.
They will sometimes.
Yes.
Depends. Okay. But I'm not asking you to use it because you guys are learning English. So something is perfect is perfect, just perfect, absolutely perfect, but not the most perfect. Because something cannot be more perfect, okay? It can't be better than.
She was not a native. That's why I asked the question. Had she been native, I would never
I understand what you
imagined of
mean.
the question.
Yeah. Even if it comes from a native, grammatically it will be wrong.
That's
Oh, yes, she was an amazing lady. My two eldest brothers, Peter and William, they got
My two elder brothers. What are the names?
Peter and William.
Peter and William.
Peter and
Peter
William.
and my two
William.
elder brothers, Peter and William,
work in the shipyards, so that helped
work in the.
Shipyards.
Okay, so that helped.
a lot. Oh,
That helped. a lot.
it's not easy being the youngest. Oh, my
It's not easy being the youngest. It's not easy being the youngest. Okay.
It's not easy being an English teacher.
It's not easy being the youngest. It's not easy being the youngest. Okay.
Is being the teacher.
It's not easy being a teacher. It's not easy being a teacher. All right.
It's not easy being a parent.
Not easy being what, Surya?
It's not easy being parents.
Being a parent. All right. You had a choice. You always had a choice.
It's not easy being a true lover nowadays,
See, yesterday he said that you have made me quiet. I knew it was a compliment for me. I took it as a compliment, but I knew I wouldn't be able to hold him quiet for long. See,
I
it's
told
not
you,
easy.
it is only for the day.
Yes, it's not easy being a true lover. Okay. Right. True lover, my foot.
brothers and sisters have died now. I'm the only
Okay, because the audio is coming from the telephonic audio, it is that's why it is a bit
Skype.
difficult to understand. You guys know what you're using your headphones,
helped
not
a
you.
lot. Oh, it's not easy being the youngest. All my
It's not easy being the youngest. Oh no.
brothers and sisters have died now. I'm the only
When all my brothers and sisters are dead now.
in
Is
the
this what you said?
shipyards, so that helped a lot. Oh, it's not easy being the youngest. All my brothers and sisters have died now.
All my brothers and sisters have died now. Have died.
Died now.
Yeah, exactly. They have died. And it, from that emotional perspective, it is really difficult. You have to see them going one by one, Nah, that's really, really, sad. Oh, I didn't understand that when she said it's not easy being the youngest. I thought she was talking about having to, having to, follow your brothers and sisters, not very easy when you're the youngest. They expect you to just do what they say, otherwise they.
But the thinking was.
Yeah, it was something else. I can understand how hard it could be. That's not how they think. But again, brothers and sisters, you have lived with, you know, you have shared such lovely time with each other all your childhood. It's amazing how we lose our memory, you know. Imagine if our childhood memories are still intense, just like we had them in our childhood. How difficult it would be to move on in life with your, you know, life partner and children and all. All these things happen, all these things work because we don't have a very strong memory, right? We tend to forget things, which is good, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It's very.
When you guys were young, when you were 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, you always wanted the company of your family members, brothers and sisters, parents. And now you live your own life away from them, and you don't miss them as much as you would when you were a kid. You would have started crying, staying away from them for such a long time.
I'm the only one left.
I know.
I'm the only one left. Don't worry. Don't worry. What is her name? Alice Views. Don't worry. You won't have to wait for too long. Jesus is calling you, okay, to put you together with your brothers and sisters. Okay, only one line, okay, because it is a very slippery topic. Only one line, okay? No discussion, okay? You will never know that you died.
This is Doga.
Yes, that's the worst part.
How do you know that?
I can't give you the evidence, but my understanding says
I also think that
that
your standing
you will die and your consciousness ceases, so you won't know you are, and that's it. That is death. Everybody else will know you died except you. I die, everybody else notices I die. I don't know I died. Done. Like we have light in the room. Switch off the lights. We have darkness. Darkness came from where? Nowhere. It is the absence of light. Light. So death is absence of consciousness. Absence of consciousness. Consciousness ceases, you're dead. Process I don't know. But my personal understanding is when I die, I can't look forward to death that, oh, I will know what happened, what happened. That can be a good thing to, you know, look forward to when you die. If it was certain that we die and we will know life after death, what happens, okay, then that could be a good thing to look forward to because of death. Yes. At least there is some reward there. But now I'm more scared of dying because I know it is futile. Death is futile. You won't know, you won't discover anything by dying. You'll just cease to exist. So I want to see India getting better longer, you know, for longer, and my children growing and having children as long as I can. I want a long life.
You forget your children and your family life.
Not that long. Who is gonna live that long? I will.
No, sir. If you die, you will forget the dad.
No, sir. You won't know who. You won't know. This I that I call myself I will cease. Consciousness will cease. Like you turn off the lights and there's darkness. So you die and the story is over. Like you won't know. You won't know. You won't see anything that there was somebody or, oh, where am I or what? Nothing. There will be no consciousness. As long as you have consciousness, you're alive.
Like you are in coma. People go in coma, they doesn't know anything. They don't know anything.
Yeah.
Coma person is conscious.
Coma people can hear things, I guess.
They cry as well.
They cry as well, right?
That's so they're conscious.
So it's not all.
Not all. Yes.
Some people are completely, you know,
Then
lost.
that
They
is
wake up-
level of coma, sir.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Mm,
There are people who wake up and they realize, what? 10 years have passed like this, you know? 15 days have passed. I was right there. They remember what had happened before the accident, before they fell ill or whatever, you know? They remember that event, but they don't have a recollection of the time that passed. Interestingly, when we sleep, we realize that time has passed. Sometimes when we sleep very deeply and we wake up and feels like, okay, we just went to bed. Feels great, you know.
So, have you watched the movie Interstellar?
No, I haven't. Or maybe I have, I don't remember, but let's come back to the topic. Okay, I told you.
Anyway,
Yeah,
come to
yeah,
topic.
exactly. We will not get sidetracked by that.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
let's
we will not be
continue.
distracted by this today. Yeah.
So, did you marry young, Grandma?
No,
Did you marry young, Grandma? Did you marry young, Grandma? In Hindi, you don't say so in such few words. When you speak in Hindi, you use more number of words. What do you say? दादी, आपकी शादी कम उम्र में हुई थी क्या? कम उम्र में हुई थी. In English, did you marry young? Did you marry young, Grandma? And similarly, some people die young too. Some people die young too. And a similar pattern, I'll give you another sentence. He died poor. He died poor. Or if I want to put a word man, he died as a poor man. He died as a poor man. When I say man, then I need a connector, a preposition. He died as a poor man. He died as a rich man. He died rich. He died poor. He died young. These are easy, simple sentences, but you have to remember them. Okay, that is how you say them in English. If you try to follow grammar, then you will be all over the place. Your sentence will be all wrong. This itself is grammatically correct. She died young. She married young. Grandma, did you marry young?
I didn't marry till I was 22.
I didn't notice. And here is the very, very important lesson. I didn't marry until I was 22. Okay, the tone she has, what does she mean? She got married young or she didn't marry young?
she didn't marry.
What do you learn
She
from her
didn't
tone,
marry young.
everybody? Please
She didn't
listen.
marry
I have to go, sir, somewhere. Can I go?
Oh, yeah, sure, Paisan.
She
Thank you.
didn't marry in young.
She did. Why did you put in there, Apurva? Why did you put the word in there?
Oh, sorry, she didn't marry young.
Yes. Okay, everybody, I'm
her
playing it
opinion.
for once more. In her opinion, that's good, Sakib. Listen again. What's
The
wrong?
shipyards, so that helped a lot. Oh, it's not easy being the youngest. All my brothers and sisters have died now. I'm the only one left.
I know. So, did you marry young, Grandma?
No, I didn't marry till I was 22.
I didn't marry till I was 22. The way she says it clearly means that she thinks she got married late. She thinks she didn't get married young. No, I didn't get married till I was 22. Till and until are the same. Okay, they are no different. Till or until. I didn't get married, I didn't marry, I didn't get married, or I didn't marry. Okay, either. I didn't get married until I was 22. I didn't marry until I was 22. So when you want to show that something didn't happen early enough, something happened late, something didn't happen early enough, then you will use a negative sentence and until. India fought its first independence battle, a war, in 1857. Now, wait. In 1857, they fought their first war of independence. Okay. But they didn't get independent until 1947. They fought their first war of independence in 1857, but they didn't get independent until 1947. In Hindi, I will say it in Hindi, just for the message, certain message here. भारत ने पहली आजादी की लड़ाई 1857 में लड़ी थी, लेकिन आजादी उनको 1947 में जाके मिली. They had to wait for 90 long years. That's a long time. first war of independence in 1857. And finally, they became independent in 1947. So that was a long time, right? So that's why I said they didn't get independent. India didn't get independent until 1947. So when you have a negative sentence and until, you are saying that something doesn't happen early enough, something doesn't happen, something happens late. Arey yaar, I can't join the morning class. I don't get up until 9. अरे यार 9 नहीं ज्वाइन कर सकते सुबह वाला क्लास, हम तो 9 बजे उठवे करते हैं. In Hindi, this is the Hindi, okay? हम तो 9 बजे उठते ही हैं. And dear students, I explain this message here, tone here, that in Hindi you say हम तो 9 बजे उठते ही हैं. For a long time, I thought if the sentence in Hindi is positive, the sentence in English can't be negative, impossible. But I realized that basically you have to understand the rhythm and the tone and the message. When you say in Hindi, हम तो साढ़े 9 बजे उठते ही हैं. You are saying you don't get up early enough. Okay. That's why in English, you have to use this sentence. I don't get up until 9. You cannot have the same emotion with a positive statement. What will you say? I get up at 9 o'clock. That's Hindi. The tone is Hindi, okay? In English, they will say, I don't get up until 9.
We can use the same way, unless and less. Until till.
No.
No.
A good question. Guys, until are the same, but unless and less are not the same. Didn't cross my mind that I should say this, okay? I didn't think anybody would confuse this, but that was good logical question. That until are the same, but unless and less are not the same. They are different totally, right? Okay, unless is unless. Less is less, a different meaning, okay? Different word. Okay, did anybody else have this confusion? That like until are the same, that can...
I don't have as clear mind as I have.
No,
Did you
sir.
have that feeling?
No, sir. I have clear about that.
You knew that unless cannot be used as less. Until can be used
Yes.
as till as well. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I know that.
Okay. Anybody else was confused that way? Like Pawan asked this question. Can we use unless the same way as until? Do you think you would have confused those two guys? Ask yourself, look within and answer. Like Apurva said, she wouldn't have confused these two, unless and less. I know there are two different words. Everybody knows less intelligent, less expensive. We use the word less as an adjective or an adverb as well, okay? I have less money than you. I have less money than you, okay? I am less intelligent than you. So what is the difference between less in both these sentences? Dekho beta, if you guys are learning English just for communication, okay? You're not a student. You're learning English just for communication, maybe. And you don't need to be very correct. You just need to be fluent somehow. Even if you are making a few mistakes here and there, you'll be fine. Suppose you're learning English to run your business. Who cares if you make a small mistake here and there, right? But your requirements will be different. You will set different standards for yourself. Your priorities will be different in learning English. But when you're a student, you have to pass an exam, and sometimes 1 mark, 1 wrong question can be the difference between being selected and being out of job. Yeah. So less. When I said I have less money than you, and when I say I am less intelligent than you, both the less are not the same. For somebody who wants to just learn to speak English, it's okay to understand come, baat khatam. मेरे पास तुमसे कम पैसा है और मैं तुमसे कम इंटेलिजेंट हूँ. कम बोल दिया, बात खत्म. कम is the Hindi, okay? ज्यादा कम, less कम, ठीक है? लेकिन but if you are a student, okay, and you have to qualify an exam, then you need to understand that these two lesses are not the same. When I said I have less money than you and I am less intelligent than you, I'll go to Sabha. I'll go to Sabha and ask Sabha to explain the difference between I am less intelligent than you and I have less money than you. Sabha, what is the difference between the two lesses in these two sentences? No, this is not fair, Sabah. When I call out your name, you don't respond. This is not the first time today. Who do I go to next? Sahil Bhaiya. Are? Sahil, are you there?
Yes, sir, but I can't explain, sir.
Then you say that at least instead of keeping quiet. Rukaiya. If you answer, I will give you do rupaiya. I have less money and I am less intelligent than you. Rukaiya beta, are you there?
Yes, sir. I can't, sir.
Now I will not ask, call out names like this. I will ask who can answer. Just say I can answer. Anybody here?
Can I try, sir?
Saqib,
Yes, sir.
more than welcome, man. Go ahead.
Sorry, sir. I thought.
Sir, can I try?
Hmm.
Sir,
Garima, sorry, Garima, Apurva, you want to try?
Yeah, sir.
Sure, Apurva, go ahead.
Sir,
Aman.
sir,
Yeah.
intelligent.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, intelligent is the intelligent is an adjective,
Yes, beta.
and when I used I have less money. Money is not
Hmm.
an adjective. So, sir, I am confused.
You tried your best and it was a very good explanation, Apurva beta. You did a great job. Guys, when you said I am less intelligent, less is an adverb because adjective is intelligent. So this less is an adverb, okay?
Yeah,
I
sir.
am less.
I want to say that thing, but I cannot explain.
No problem. I knew you knew the answer. Even though you didn't explain it, I have no complaints because you look, a student should know it, even if she can't or he can't explain. Okay. So she knew the answer because when she tried, I got it. Okay. And when you say I have less money, money is a noun. So less is an adjective.
Yeah.
Is it rocket science?
No, I knew, but I didn't
Then
Then
why didn't you answer? Why didn't you answer?
Not answer.
You were not sure.
No, I was sure that this is adjective. I was not sure that this should be the explanation. I was thinking you were.
I said the two lesses are not the same. They are different parts of the speech. They,
Only what part of the speech.
yeah, they're not the same. Less intelligent, less money. One is an adverb, the other is an adjective. Everybody understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, move on.
But that's young. Really young.
Oh,
Oh, grandma, that's young, really young.
I didn't marry till I was 22.
But that's young. Really young.
Oh,
Now you understand why he said but. Because the way grandma said that, she meant to say that she got married late. She meant that she didn't get married young. And that's why he says, but grandma, that's young, very young. 22 to get married is very young for a lot of people. A lot of people in India still think 22 is not, young to get married. It's not young. They think 22 is right. You think 22 is right too?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, you're backward.
For girls, I
You
think,
are so
for
backward.
for girls, I think like grandma.
22 for a girl is getting
I'm
married.
not saying that government of India is saying that.
Arey bhai, government of India knows that a lot of people in India can't keep their daughters in their house for long. If the government of India could, they would make the minimum marriageable age 25. But then a lot of people will stop voting for them.
I would still prefer marrying at 22.
You, as a guy, you would like to get married at
I
22.
would not marry. I will think that
Girls should get married at 22.
22, 23 is okay.
You realize how, impressionable they are at 22? They don't even know themselves at 22. I'm talking about today,
Oh.
when you have so much. I mean, there was a time when 22 was right, I believe, okay? When my mom was getting married 2 generations
Sir,
back.
I am 18.
Sir, I
18
think
now,
that
learn experience, gain experience. And look, imagine a girl and me who has 4 more years to gain experience. 22 is good, sir. You married at 28, You know that?
sir, I think that
Yes, sir.
27 or 28 is the good age.
27, 28. I agree with you.
Yes, sir.
That's late.
Yeah, 27, 25 plus, 25 plus,
Yes,
You
sir.
will
Yes,
be
yes,
50,
sir.
son will be, sir, 15.
Hmm?
You will be 50-year-old and your son will be 15.
So
How-
what does it have to do with anything? What's wrong with that? And remember, people who have a good job and have a good diet, at 50 they look 40. Okay? So if their son is for 15 years old, it doesn't matter. And a 15-year-old boy will look good. Okay? Please don't try confuse me saying all these things. You can't, okay? I know very well that our personalities go through a big change, in these 5-6 years. And we make better decisions when we are in our late 20s than in our early 20s. I won't say go 30 plus or something. It depends on some individuals, but majority should, at the moment, I think, get married in their late 20s rather than their early 20s. But I also understand that in my own family, in my own relatives, some of them decided to marry off their daughters and sisters at age 18. One of my cousins, oh, beautiful girl, such a beautiful girl. She got married when she was 18 or 19 years of age. So look, people learn, okay? I have learned these things. When I was younger, I didn't understand this, okay? When I was 28, I didn't really think that it was necessary for girls to be older and all that. But yeah, they should not get married young. I will never marry my daughter off at age 22, 23, 24. Never, no way. She has to have but she has to find her footing in this world first, and then maybe, she can think of getting married. She can have somebody in her life, but she will not decide to be married, because getting married is a responsibility. You are going to bring a child in this world. It's so different. It's so much of responsibility.
Oh, that wasn't unusual in those days. And
What did she say? It wasn't unusual in those days. What did she say?
That wasn't unusual those days.
I only had 3 children.
Only?
In those days, and I only had
Really young?
Oh, that wasn't unusual in those days. And
That wasn't unusual in those days. Oh, that wasn't unusual
That
in
was
those days.
unusual those days.
That wasn't unusual. That wasn't unusual in those days.
That wasn't unusual those days.
In those
those
days.
days.
only had 3 children.
Only?
And we only had 3 children. Then he says, only? Why are you using the word only with 3? You had 1 more than normal.
2's enough work for us.
2 is enough for us. 2 is enough for us. And you are saying 3, only with 3.
And you've got lots of grandchildren and great
You've got lots of grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
haven't you?
Yes, I have. They live
Haven't you? Again, he's not asking a question. He has made a statement and he wants that conversation to continue. So he said, and you've got lots of grandchildren and great-grandchildren, haven't you? You've got, so haven't you? Okay? Please observe how we are forming the tags. Observe. You have got lots of grandchildren and great-grandchildren, haven't you?
All over the world. It's not just you that's going to live abroad.
I
They live all over the world.
Yes, I have. And they live all over the world. They live all over the world.
It's not just you that's going to live abroad.
know.
It's not just you. It's not just you that has gone to live abroad. It's not just you that has gone to live abroad. Easy. Are you struggling, Aman? Listen, Aman, just do me a favor. Next time you feel confused now, instead of being quiet and doing this, simply say, can you explain? Because I would rather, like that. Okay? Instead of showing that this, please don't do that. Please just be straightforward. Sir, I don't understand this. Which part?
I wrote going to live abroad.
You're not just the only one who's gone to live abroad. You're not the only one who's gone to live abroad. I don't know exactly if she has used these words or not, but I'm going to listen. But this is what the sentence will mean, because that is what has happened. He has gone to live abroad. So she's saying that.
And great-grandchildren, haven't you?
Yes, I have. They live all over the world. It's not just you that's going to live abroad.
I know.
Just you that has gone to live abroad. It's not just you that has gone to. In Hindi, we would also say the same thing, na? अब तुम अकेले नहीं है जो बाहर जाके रह रहा है या बाहर गया रहने के लिए. Who's gone to live abroad.
Oh, I have cousins in New Zealand and America. But
Yes, I have cousins in New Zealand and
cousin
America.
Peter still lives near you, doesn't he?
But Peter still lives in near you. Okay.
He does.
Oh, he does.
And he's helped me to keep in touch with you all with this.
And he helps me. He helps me keep in touch with you all. He helps me keep in touch. Keep in touch. So when you guys, this course is over, when you are saying goodbye to each other, what will you say the last line? Hey, keep in touch.
Keep in touch.
Keep in touch. Okay? In Hindi? हाँ.
But
मिलते रहना,
nobody
टच में बने रहना. Okay? Keep in touch, टच में रहना. Okay? Keep in touch. Exact Hindi, no? टच में रहना. Okay, keep in touch. Do you keep in touch with your schoolmates, guys?
Yeah, I do. I do keep in touch with my college mates too. Sir.
Okay.
And most of my schoolmates are my villagers. So it's easy to keep in touch.
Yeah, that helps.
But I'm saying that the only Rizvi and Nitish is 2% that I'm keep in touch with them.
After the class is over, after the course
Yeah,
is over, you keep
elementary,
in touch
yes,
with only
elemen-
2 of the students, and those
Yeah.
2 are those two lucky winners are
One is Rizvi.
Rizvi and
Nitish, sir.
Nitish.
Nitish. Nitish.
Nitish. I remember that guy, friendly guy, Nitish.
And that is, I'm talking about that my first course, elementary, the first
Yeah,
time.
your
when I
elementary
was-
course, exactly.
Skype thing.
It's great, isn't it?
Oh, yes, I love it. I can
It's great, isn't it? Oh yes, I love it.
Skype thing.
It's great, isn't it?
Oh, yes, I love it. I can talk with this Skype thing. Does. And he's helped me to keep in touch with you all with this Skype thing.
With this Skype thing, with this Skype
This
thing.
is
He helps
Skype.
me keep in touch with you all with this Skype thing. So where are they having this conversation, guys?
On a Skype.
On Skype. They are having this
On-
conversation on
on a Skype.
So all of you guys, whoever pronounced it as Skype, correct it today. It's not a Skype, it's a Skype.
No, sir,
okay?
we all know that is a Skype,
Skype,
Good.
yeah.
Skype.
Even
Skype.
I
No, no,
use
no.
that,
Yep. Yep, you
Skype.
do. I totally believe you do. I remember when I used Skype in 2009 and 10 and 11, I think I used it more in 2009 and 10, I think, yeah.
What you first use Skype?
I think it was in 2009 or 10.
And is
29, 30?
There was Nimbus too, sir.
Nimbus, yes, and there was
Orkut,
Orkut, and there was this
Yes,
thing,
Hike,
Orkut.
Like,
Yahoo
Hike.
Messenger, Yahoo
Yahoo
Messenger,
Yes.
yeah, Yahoo Messenger.
ASL, everybody wrote ASL. First, I didn't understand what is this ASL. Then I realized, okay, they're asking later. Because I copied ASL, I also wrote ASL, and they wrote their age, sex, and location, that they were 29, they were male or female, and they were in America, they were in Australia, they were in China, things like this, okay? Yahoo Messenger, how can I forget? Oh, they were amazing, fun things. One of your classmates told me, Bibhuti told me that the fact that he knows English better now helps him explore the internet more. He can read the articles in English, he can understand what's written there. Because if somebody doesn't understand English very well, like some of my friends who do not know English as much, they can't really explore the internet that much, because this cripples them, not knowing English.
But
Because
these
I
days,
knew
sir,
Mhm.
it isn't easy to watch movie, sir, if you don't know the English, because in Bollywood movies they are using lots of English, that animal movie. If you don't know the English, you will not know the whole story. You can go with the flow, that what happened next and what is happening, but exactly
Yeah,
you don't know what they are saying, what is the story.
exactly,
In Kabir
exactly.
Singh, they used English a lot.
I'm glad
And
with this, because look, there is no way we are going to get rid of English. Again, I am very proud of my mother tongue, okay? I have some posts on Facebook as well, ridiculing those who are trying to force English over Hindi, don't like it, okay? As long as we are in India, Hindi is really important, okay? When we go outside India, you can't ask the rest of the world to speak Hindi. It is not rewarding for them to learn Hindi, So don't expect other people will learn Hindi. So you have to learn English. 3 languages, Hindi, English, and another language you choose to learn. You must know 3 languages in India: Hindi, English, and one more language. That's the attitude that needs to change, North Indians need to change this attitude. Tamil wala Tamil jane, Gujarati wala Gujarat jane. Nahi bhai. We have to learn those languages too, to make them feel appreciated. I think that in North India, they should give us a choice between 4 or 5 languages, like Gujarati, Bangla, Tamil, Kannada, Telugu. They should give one choice that you have to learn this language. Choose one. I think most people will choose Gujarati or Bengali, because for Hindi speakers, Gujarati and Bengali are somewhat easier than Telugu, Tamil,
Yeah.
and Kannada and Malayali. That's why the other day, my student from, Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, she asked me, "Do you have friends in South India, sir?" And I felt a little, because I couldn't really recall some friends, I have few friends from there, very few friends. Let's carry on.
It's great, isn't it?
Oh, yes, I love it. I can talk to all my grandchildren, and I've seen all my great-grandchildren as soon as they were born. And they get
As soon as they were born, I saw them as soon as they were born, despite the distance. Video calling. I saw them as soon as they were born. I think for a grandmother, it matters a lot to be able to see, her grandchildren. Yeah.
emails and texts all the time. It's all really wonderful, isn't it?
It is, Grandma. Anyway, it's been great talking to you. I've got
Again, okay. Anyway, it's been great talking to you.
more questions, but
I have
I'll
more
save them till next time.
Okay.
But I'll save them till next time. I'll save them till next time.
Next time.
We'll
Until next time.
stay in touch, won't you?
Of course I will, Grandma. Bye for now.
Okay. So, do you have any questions about any of the sentences? If not, I would ask you to practice the conversation with the partner. You and your partner practice the conversation. Everybody is ready?
No, sir, I want.
Then it is a
Who is
good.
not? Who is not? Anybody is
Sabah.
not?
I
Sabah,
think
are
it
you not
was-
ready?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you are ready? No, sir, I'm not ready. What? Yes, sir.
No, sir, I'm not ready because I go to make chapati for my son.
Okay, Sabah can't practice. Anybody else there is who can't
But I
practice?
want to listen. I want to listen, sir.
Yeah.
That's lovely. That's great. Anybody else who can't practice?
You can put me in group, but I'm also doing something, sir.
So you won't be able to participate in the conversation.
Same here, sir.
Who?
Yep.
Raki?
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you for informing all of you, because if you hadn't, your partner would have felt, you know, frustrated
Sir,
being
why
with you.
don't you just put Nikhil and Sabah and Raki in the one
Then who will speak? Yeah.
in the one room?
Just be quietly there.
Yes, yes. रोटी बन गया ये सब अपना हल्का फुल्का पूछते
How to make roti, round roti.
Nikhil will only listen. Nikhil will only listen. Okay. But you guys feel free to join when you feel like, okay? I'm putting you guys in a breakout room with 2 other guys. But if you feel like, join the conversation. Don't feel as if it is a burden or something, like you can't speak now that you have said you can't. If you
Sir,
feel
I
like,
also
you
want
join.
to listen the conversation.
Come on, Apurva. No, you're going to practice.
Sir,
I'm
but,
going to play the audio one more time here. Don't worry. I'm going to play the audio
6.14.
file one more time, and then I'm going to put you
Talking
guys
to
there.
grandma.
Everybody has the
So,
audio
Grandma,
script? The audio script is ready, guys, in the group?
Yeah, there
If you
is.
have, then share with us, sir.
Where is it? The audio script? Yeah, it is in the group. Saqib has written the audio script. Saqib is working hard. And nobody else?
Sir, I have not this audio in the group.
Okay. Apurva Beta, you can check out the audio script in the group. Okay, Saqib has sent it here. And take a look at it while I'm reading. Okay, I'm sharing my screen as well here. This screen, text.
Sir, I can practice now.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
Raki.
parents
Okay.
came from the Orkney Islands. Is that right?
Yes. My mother was called Jane. She grew up there and she got married when she was only 17.
And you were her 9th child, weren't you?
Yes. And I was the only one born in England. Life was really
9th child, Saqib, 9th child, not 9 children. Children is plural, right, Saqib? 9th child. You were her 9th child, weren't you? Question mark. And after children, there should be a comma, Saqib. There should be a comma after children. And after weren't you, there should be a question mark.
hard for my mother. You see, my father died when I was only 3.
Oh, I didn't know you were that young.
I didn't know. Saqib, it is I didn't know, not I don't know.
Oh.
मुझे पता नहीं था. मुझे पता
Sir,
नहीं है,
it's a
Saqib.
typo mistake, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know you were that young when it happened.
When it happened. That's awful.
Well, it means I can't really remember him at all.
So, what did your mother...
Saqib, I would like you to work on your punctuation marks, okay? Where full stop is needed, where comma is needed, where a note of integration is needed. You know, you should think about these things. And when you read, pay attention to these things so that when you're writing, you can use them. Okay, Saqib?
Mother do?
Okay, sir.
She worked as a cleaner and a dressmaker.
Wow. Her life wasn't easy then, was it? She had 2 jobs and all those children.
She worked as a cleaner and a dressmaker. She worked as a cleaner and a dressmaker.
And a dressmaker.
देखो यार, if you are a student of general competition in India, North Belt, okay, and you go to these classes for general competition, you study grammar there, they teach you some rules in such a way that you will never have the complete picture, okay? There are teachers who will teach, if one person, 2 nouns refers, 2 jobs refers to one person, you use only one A. That's not true. You need, she was a cleaner and a dressmaker. No problem. She was a cleaner and a dressmaker. If you take this sentence to that gentleman, never accept less than the best, okay? Then he is gonna say to you, oh, this is wrong. You can't use A before dressmaker because you're using 2 articles, 2 times articles A. That's called just being parrot of rules, not having understanding of the language. It happens because you learned that rule from some books or something, and you memorized it, and you are chipkaying it everywhere. That's how it is. And now you can use A here. She worked as a cleaner and a dressmaker, and it is grammatically 100% correct. Okay. And if you, again, some people, they play it very safe. They will say sometimes, if you refer to what I said in front of them, if you make my reference, they'll say, "Arey yaar, wo spoken English teacher hai." They will try to rule that out, that they will try to dismiss that thing completely by saying, "Arey wo to spoken English teacher hai, unko grammar se kya matlab, wo aise hi bata rahe, wo bolne ke liye bol raha hai." Okay, but when I say something like this, I mean it, that grammatically it is correct to say she worked as a cleaner and a dressmaker.
Oh, yes, she was an amazing lady. My 2 eldest brothers, Peter and William, they got work in the shipyards, so that helped a lot. Oh, it's not easy being the youngest. All my brothers and sisters have died now. I'm the only one left.
I know. So, did you marry young, Grandma?
No, I didn't marry till I was 22.
But that's young. Really young.
Oh, that wasn't unusual in those days. And I only had 3 children.
Only? 2's enough work for us. And you've got lots of grandchildren and great-grandchildren, haven't you?
Yes, I have. They live all over the world. It's not just you that's got to live abroad.
I know. I have cousins in New Zealand and America. But Cousin Peter still lives near you, doesn't he?
Oh, yes, he does. And he's helped me keep in touch with you all with this Skype thing.
It's great, isn't it?
I can talk to children, and I've seen all my great-grandchildren as soon as
So we have only 6 minutes, sir.
texts all the time. It's all great.
What did you say, Mukarram?
We have only 6 minutes.
We don't have enough time to practice.
No,
Yeah,
no, sir. We have.
6 minutes
We
is
have.
enough,
We
sir.
have. We have enough time to practice.
Because you look like a Tere now.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm Asik, bhai.
Nikhil, are you still not going to be able to practice, or you think you can make it?
I can make it, but actually I was not attentive today, sir. So I did not listen
Okay,
the
just
audio
practice the
properly.
conversation and just pay attention. You are smart enough to learn while you're reading, okay? And if you have any questions, you can ask me later, okay?
Okay, sir, no problem. It's only 5 minutes. I can do it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm opening the rooms for you. Go ahead, everyone. Join the rooms and practice. And I have shared the audio script as well with you. Oh. Apurva, Sabha, please. Neha, please join. Guria, please. Guria, have you fallen asleep already? Guria. Guria. Wake up, go practice. Join the breakout room.
It happens.
Problem.
So, Pranina, will you explain from Iceland? Did you try? So there's
Mashuk, what are you doing, Mashuk? Have you finished? Can you hear me, Apurva and Mukarram? How was the
Yes,
practice?
sir. I can hear you very well.
It was the first time Apurva was practicing the conversation. You know, while you're reading,
Yeah, I know.
you know, you need to understand what you're saying so that you can understand the flow and everything else. Okay.
Yes,
If you have any questions, feel free to ask me tomorrow. We'll carry on. And I'll send you homework page maybe in the group. Okay, fine. Mukarram, your voice is breaking up.
So do we
Because
have
he is
class
doing
tomorrow?
because he is doing
Sorry,
things.
Do we have class tomorrow?
do we have class tomorrow?
Yeah,
Why
we
not?
are.
Because
Because
30.
tomorrow is the
Sanita's
15th.
Yeah, we
13th.
will go after 7:30. We will go after 7:30. We'll study at until 7:30, and then at 8 o'clock, 8:30, we will leave, okay?
Okay,
For the
sir.
party. So anybody is coming, let me know, okay? If you are planning to go, then please let me know. We will go together. See ya. Bye-bye.
Okay, sir.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
बोले तो good night.